Have you ever seen someone who could make heads turn without even trying? That is exactly what Morgan Fairchild did. She has been a star on screens for decades, and every time she appeared, she seemed to leave nothing to imagination. But it was not just about showing off. It was about style, confidence, and presence. From her early days in television to her most recent appearances, Morgan had a way of catching everyone's attention. People did not just notice her, they remembered her. In this video, we will uncover how she became a figure that truly stood out and why people still talk about her looks, choices, and the way she carried herself. Morgan Fairchild's journey started long before she became a household name. Born in 1950, she had a charm that was visible even in her first acting jobs. Her early roles were small, but she already had that spark, something hard to explain but impossible to ignore. What made Morgan different was how she understood the power of presentation. She knew how to wear a gown, how to pose, and how to make an outfit work for her personality. People often say that confidence can make anyone look amazing, and Morgan was living proof. Even in those first roles, she had outfits and looks that were bold for the time. She never shied away from attention, and she never tried to hide who she was. Instead, she embraced it fully, showing the world that she was unafraid to stand out. One thing about Morgan Fairchild is her style. She often chose outfits that were daring but tasteful. Nothing seemed random. Every look was carefully planned to match her personality and the moment. She knew how to combine colors, shapes, and textures to create something unforgettable. Whether it was a sparkling dress on television or a chic ensemble at an event, Morgan had a way of making every outfit feel alive. It is not just about showing skin. Morgan's style was about making a statement. Her choices told a story. They said she was confident, she was creative, and she had a sense of fun. People loved watching her because she was not afraid to be bold. Morgan's impact was not just about clothes. It was about how she carried herself on screen. She had a way of looking at the camera that felt personal, as if she were talking directly to each viewer. That energy made her unforgettable. Even in dramatic or serious scenes, she could make her presence known. She had a glow, a charm that could not be copied. That glow made even her simplest outfits seem remarkable. Fans remember her not only for her looks, but also for how she made every moment exciting. She had a presence that drew attention naturally. One of the reasons Morgan Fairchild is still talked about is her bold fashion and career choices. She never waited for others to approve. She picked roles that allowed her to shine and outfits that made people notice. Sometimes, she wore designs that were daring for the era. But even then, everything felt intentional. It was not shocking for the sake of shocking. It was about expressing herself. People often admired her for being fearless in how she presented herself. Morgan's confidence was inspiring. She showed that it is possible to stand out and remain classy all at once. She proved that being noticed does not mean being over the top. It is about balance, presence, and personality. Decades later, Morgan Fairchild is still a reference for style, presence, and charisma. Modern stars often look back at her as someone who set standards for how to be confident on screen and off. Her influence goes beyond fashion. She taught people that it is acceptable to embrace your uniqueness, to make bold choices, and to shine brightly. That kind of lesson never goes out of style. Even now, her images and appearances make people pause and appreciate her. It is not just nostalgia. It is admiration for someone who knew how to capture attention without losing herself. So, why does Morgan Fairchild remain unforgettable? It is not just her beauty or her outfits. It is her ability to mix confidence with creativity. She knew how to present herself, how to express herself, and how to leave a lasting impression. She left nothing to imagination in her style, but she gave everything in terms of personality and presence. That combination is rare, and that is why she is still remembered, even by people who were not alive during her first big roles. Morgan Fairchild reminds us that style is not only about clothing. It is about energy, choice, and confidence. She made that look effortless, as if it came naturally, even though it was the result of careful thought. In the end, Morgan Fairchild showed the world how to be bold, memorable, and captivating, all without trying to be someone else. She created a legacy that will inspire others for years. Her presence proves that when confidence meets creativity, the results are unforgettable. From early television to timeless appearances, Morgan Fairchild left a mark that is impossible to ignore. She showed that being noticed is not about being loud. It is about being true to yourself and embracing who you are.